we just seen what somebody said, right? That somebody don't want you to have no lovers. Okay, somebody is crazy. Re- they ridiculous. Okay, so what I was hearing was, okay, I seen this clip where Umar Johnson was like, yeah, once you um have sex with people or you have interactions or something like this, basically trying to like stains. I mean, well, he didn't really specifically say men or women or something, just the act itself, right? But that's why God didn't want us to fornicate until you get married or something, whatever he was saying. And I'm like, hold on, let's look up fornicate. Let's look at intercourse and illicit, because when I looked up fornicate, it said something like some kind of sexual act or something like that. How I put it together, I put the stuff up on my Facebook already. What I'm getting from this is we ain't gonna go through the details of what it, because it's right there on the post what I put on Facebook. But somebody's trying to make it so somebody can't have some lovers or something like this. What I'm saying is, first of all, Adam and the woman was not married yet when they was fornicating or they was eating in that garden. That's one thing. Adam, whether this is this group or these two people that was made in the same kind of likeness, they were to go in the garden and eat and have whatever except for from this one tree, right? Or they were able to go and roam and play and be naked and do whatever and explore. They just wasn't supposed to do nothing from this tree. Okay, see, that's why these people is already canceled that's saying this stuff. This is why they got about to get left in the back. They talking about end of a new era. These is people that's about to be set back and sat down. So it says something about illicit sexual intercourse. Now, if you look at what illicit means, it's going to mean something like it says either a sexual act or something between male and female. So these secret societies with these men's clubs and these female societies and secret societies that are plotting on the children as they grow up to steal from them and take from them, that is the illicit sexual behavior. This is a men's group or a women's group going in a direction or plotting on people, or a group with male and female, or is anybody. The illicit sexual intercourse is going to the courthouse behind your child's back, calling them crazy or something like this, or abusing it. It's like abusing some type of authority here, okay, against your child. Somebody had been making claims against a baby since they was a baby. Ridiculous stuff. If you pulled up these files, all these people would go to jail. Okay. If you pulled up these files of what they were saying about a baby or something, what they was recording, whether it's in the underworld, in the heavens, or somewhere else, somebody would be going to jail right now. It would be clear what they were doing if they followed the whole thing from somebody's babyhood or something, and they seen that these things were lies or something. This is going to the court system to make up lies, going to the heavens, praying to God, lying on a child so that you could steal their essence or something like this. And what he said next was like, because he knows that like God didn't want us to fornicate because it could be addict or something like this. Yeah, because these motherfuckers is addicted to, we just seen lost. They lost something one time, they lost something twice, and then now because somebody's trying to adopt somebody. This could be like a Suki and a Umar Johnson trying to adopt a bitch like me, you're a grown ass woman, or something like this. The first two times they tried this or something, they couldn't get it. Now they're trying to now it's like, nah, this person is old enough to take care of themselves. So we seen lost and four of cups. Somebody like, nah, I'm good or whatever, something like this. Okay, it's something like that. But again, if we look at fornicate, you see what it mean. Then you go to the next definition and you look at illicit, and then sexual. Okay, it could be saying talking about sexual intercourse or some kind of act between men and women or a group. So, like I said, if you are in a secret society, your children don't know about this, and you working with this secret society, what the secret society for, anyways? Why is such a secret, right? And they're teaching you how to do things in the background, like file paperwork or whatever to steal from your child, or to block your child, or to do something to take from your child, energy harvest from your child, or something like this. This is the sexual intercourse that these people were getting addicted to. And then you offer this child up to other people. You offer this child up to deities, entities, evil, you offer this child up, to offer up the child or offer up the person or whatever this is. This is the sexual intercourse that they was not supposed to participate in. Her name wasn't even Eve when they started sleeping around or doing what they was doing in that garden with before the snake or after the snake. I think it wasn't until three. I think it wasn't until 3 or 4 when they actually said, and then he said, "Oh, this is gonna be whatever," because there was two creations. God made them male and female and called them Adam, or God made them male and female. Okay, at the same time. Um, and then we have the instance after that where then the Lord came by, took a rib from Adam, and then went created up whatever, and then brought it back to him, like what we was just talking about last night. So that could be also representing that a Lord took, and then somebody said, "Oh, this is flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone." This could, even that sentence alone could be a 10, 20 year run. Put somebody in a deep sleep, okay? Somebody could have also ran through, killed all your people, your real people, and now they're trying to make rules and trying to make some new law or something like this. They could have killed off all your original group and tried to fit themselves on your family tree, and then now they're bringing, now you seeing children, you seeing somebody showing back up that look like you. They could be trying to pass this person off to you or your spouse to be with or something like this. I don't know what this is. Okay, but just remember that everybody always want to put sex, because this was their main thing. They was going to record some certain women throughout their life, whether they were being MK Ultra, sex beta kitten, they chose to sleep with these people, or people were intruding these people's homes and doing things to them. Other energies had access to them. They were going to try to really emphasize this is the only thing that they can do with a certain with women, because of what society has told you about the women's sexual behavior. Men are trying to tell women what their sexual behavior and their sexual nature should be. And they wonder why sometimes they say that men cheat a lot, but women are better cheaters. Why is that? Because it doesn't matter what you do. How many times you do it, one or two, somebody's still going to try to find a way to trick you out. But this is also to make you available for some type of sex trafficking or something like this. Somebody want to say, well, at one point in time, this person was enjoying sex a lot or something like this. Well, we could use this. Somebody wants to change your destiny or something like this. They want you to be a sex worker, and God not make me to lay down on my back. God is not a man or these groups of people where I should have to lie down or bow down to anybody sexually. You understand? If anything, this was my season to have people coming towards me, wanting to be with me, falling all over me. You understand what I'm saying? Especially now, again, if I'm more in the house now and I'm really not, really getting dressed up and jazzed up or something like this, leave me alone. You don't get to keep looking at me. What are you doing? What do you want? Okay. But you definitely should not be looking at me in my home. Who the fuck are you? I don't know you. Even if these people was around you when you was born and you ain't seen them in 40 years, what the hell do you know about me? I don't know you. I don't know you. Obviously you know me, or you've been knowing about me more than I think I should that you should know. But I don't know. Why is it that I don't know you? I don't know you. They always trying to turn it into that's because that's the only baseline thing that they think about. They don't never People don't never go a little bit deeper. Hold on one second. I was just looking again, and I'm thinking also, is this foreign? It says to be male or female. Is fornicating these people coming in and trying to alter your sexual parts, castrating little boys, castrating mutilating little girls? That's sexual immorality. You're messing with how God made somebody. You Sexual immorality could also represent that, not giving people a choice or allowing these children to have a choice at an earlier age. That's sexual intercourse. That's sexual illicit or improper behavior. To see a child come out and God made it this way, you say, I think I could use this child for this. Let me chop this off. Let me take that off. Let me poke this child in the head. Let me give them a shot. Let me do. But God made this. The whole baby just got born, and built, and molded in this belly of this woman. It got, you know, some children could be deformed or something, but more than likely, most children come out kind of healthy, or everybody's happy when they have a healthy little baby boy. And then they'll say, oh, such a healthy baby, it's this pounds or whatever, and let me go ahead and put this shot in there, let me put that in there, let me put that in there, let me take this off, let's rip this skin off the top of his penis. you know do you understand what I'm saying? That's sexual intercourse. That's illicit sexual intercourse. Some people came up in a room and said, this is what we're going to do, or something like this. It's like a group effort as well. That's going to, instead of dealing with your tribe, going to the tribe next door, or seeing what somebody do in another country like Africa, and bringing that shit over here, and having American Indians or so-called black people that ain't even, they've been so far detached from Africa, it wouldn't even matter right now if you could go back there or not, if the traditions was brought here or not. Because who wrote those books anyways? Like I said, you got to have an inner knowing. Who wrote those books about what these Indians did here, there, there? How do you know that those was Indians? How do you know that those was not your parents? How do you know just because they was over here on these side of the plains or that side of the plains, that there wasn't a whole different group that got ran off or ran in there, and then somebody just started recording this new group, and then 10 years later another group is coming in, there's a whole different, and you just claim it, well, these Indians were over here and then they migrate. I don't believe everything I read. I just need to see the pattern. I just need to see the something, and then I put it through my own system or my own processing system or whatever, and see what we see, and how much does it matter anyways if I know what they did 1,000 fucking years ago. For me to tell a timeline, like, yeah, okay, well, our ancestors were fine, whatever, when they didn't have this and that or whatever 1,000 years. So to build a structure, to build a conversation off of something, okay, but to actually start changing your life and doing these things, you never know what that is. That could be disrespectful to your ancestors. That could be some old shit that some other group left behind, the group, or some other group brought in, that just killed all your ancestors, and here you go, doing a powwow and hooting and hollering, jumping around with them clothes on, and you don't know if that was actually a war dance or something to sit there and really celebrate the death of your tribe. People just be doing stuff. People just be doing stuff. So no, we're more than likely not talking about that, because even if you saying something about what God said about, let's go back to Genesis, because it says that I don't remember Adam and Eve being married when they were already trying things out, and when God let Adam experience all those other animals or those other entities or creatures. You could look at it whichever way you want to look at it, to see what he would call them or what they would call them. That was fornicating. And then he said, still, I ain't found nothing that's like me. This fornication could be also tarot readers with these people that's driving their cars, right? Or these people that's tapped into their dome. And then they go from one dome to the next dome to the next dome and they get addicted to these women. And now you can't pick a wife. Now you think you need 3 or 4. Now you don't just want to have that one person that God sent and you was hell bent and y'all two was connected 100% tapped in. You don't want that. You don't want that no more, because somebody is mad. I told you, somebody here, it got a older person that's older than you, that they missed their time to have this whatever, and they didn't realize it until later on, and they want to force you to miss it too. They want to force you to miss it too. Somebody wants you to miss this explosive thing that could bring you above this person, or have you working with a part of the Galactic Federation or something like this, that would be hovering over this person. And you would actually be able to see this person higher, or for what they really are. They wouldn't be the only ones that could have a background view of what you do as immortals. See, because I came to put immortals in check as well. You can't. They are immortals only because they know enough about something so they can manipulate it to work in their work in their favor, and that they can try to use it to trip up the real Christ or the real person that's coming through to really break the thing. So this is crabs in the barrel mentality. Instead of making it easier, it would never make sense in the world, if a child like to run and they like to run track, you don't have to beat on that child. You don't have to make them come to track meetings every 7 days a week, three days a something like that, or you don't have to be harsh on them and punish them during these things or whatever to get them to act right or do right. If they love doing it, they're gonna do it and they're gonna do it great. Most people come into these sports and stuff and they're having a good time, and then they get with like a coach or something that's ridiculous, that's like relentless, or taking something overboard or something, and then somebody don't even want to do that shit no more. So that's what I said. Yeah, it builds up some kind of character, but it's a broken one. It should be about support from the beginning. I could swear that, I don't know if they got this in the books, but I'm seeing actually in my mind tribes that just were giving and loving and just there for, and they didn't judge for every little thing like how we do. It started in the pulpit, actually at the church, when people be talking shit about each other, boom, 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 talking all this or whatever, whatever, whatever. In places like this, school and things like these places that we're forced to go to. Everybody in America or everybody in the world are forced to go. Well, your grandma could force you to go to church and your mama, but you're forced to have to go to school or something like this. And these are places where it's not a safe zone for children anymore. This other sexual thing also is people going down from the north, or going from one state to another state to go to school, instead of staying in their own jurisdiction or something and supporting the schools there, and then coming back into the same jurisdiction to use their skills there. That's sexual immorality. So do these people have to be on a run, or do they choose to be in a run because they steal stuff from people and then they go like a vagabond and they go from place to place or whatever like this with these people's money? What's the real sexual immorality? So somebody trying to punish you if they think they know about your sex life or something like this, by sending energies onto you or something because you want to do it. Like, I heard a lot of these people just want to get back into the well. They disrespected God, they went somewhere else, and now they want to get back in. But I promise you one thing I know. Whatever well this is the one you only got to drink it from it one time. Now that ain't gonna mean that you don't want to come back to it, but you got what you need. You got what you need. Yeah. And then once you drink from the cup of the holy, and then you go drinking from them cups of the science lab technician, you can't mix the two. You're not supposed to mix the two. That's why these niggas is going stir crazy with these alien bitches and these science bitches. I done already told you that. We done already talked about this 2 or 3 years ago. I said the only best way I could explain it is that you're gonna be tapping into these people energy, but when you do, when you licking or sticking or whatever you doing, it's like you swiping your something on a credit card, reader. Okay, and these people are preserving your they're doing something here where you're gonna regret it. So while they out racing, they're doing it wrong again. Somebody saying, "Oh, you doing it wrong. You're supposed to be out there being productive, or you're supposed to be out there, you know, trying to get in or something. You're supposed to be out there drinking and being merry and having sex, whatever like this." And it's like, no, 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 no. Now, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be either. I'm just saying, did anybody try it the other way? These are people that got cycles and timelines, and oh, this cycle has ended. Girl, I ain't hear God saying nothing about no damn cycle. Y'all made that stuff up. The fallen angels made that stuff up so they can manipulate the people or something like this. And that's why you're gonna be get down to that chain in the pit, so you cannot deceive with that angel with that damn key, so you cannot deceive the people anymore. And we're gonna make sure that the assets or whatever you took is gonna be returned in full to the proper person, especially over here. I ain't talking about nobody else's money. I'm talking about what belong to me. I don't want to talk about nobody else's money. I don't want no nigga for no money. I want my money. I want my finance or my abundance. I want my gifts. I want my womb. I want my body parts. I want my, what I'm saying, that God gave me originally, my healthy, goodly parts. Or if God reconstructed me, I want those parts that He reconstructed me with, that was made for me only, or something like this. It wasn't made for you to try to take my parts and give it to no rotten, stinking cousin in the family just because they helped you steal, or because they helped you get rich, or they helped you learn how to do some task that you feel so happy about, or something like this. No, Not since they make you pretty, they make you happy because they're prettier or they're thinner or they work harder or whatever you think this is. Sexual immorality, illicit, stealing people's intellectual property to write books. Yeah, they know all about it. Somebody's child is also listening to their work or something like this. You're recording it. Like somebody can't get into your energy no more some kind of way. So somebody trying to think about a new way to ear hustle or get in your energy. Somebody been kicked off the board or something. I told y'all it was gonna be like on Discovery of Witches when kicked off Gerbert or Herbert, whatever. I can't remember what his Gibber or whatever his name is. Okay, and he was like, "Oh, you can't think that they're gonna." But I think that that's the wrong person. I told you it was the um Mrs. The Mommy Wata or ouch or Maxine Wata or it's somebody else what was her name, Agnes or whatever her name was. She was going to be one of the rotten ones pretending like she was somebody's friend. She was going to be the one. She also could be the one that's letting that, she could be that snake that's trying to let that her son impregnate a woman because she know her real, she know the secrets of this real this person could be even attracted to you, but she know the secrets of who you really are. Somebody want to hide who you are from other people so they can preserve you like somebody else, they saw somebody else do to you. They might know who you are, your bloodline or something like this, and they wanted to save you for their son or their daughter to be with or something like this. Okay, this is not right. Whatever this is, this, I'm not no servant. I'm not nobody's punching bag. I'm not nobody's game to play with. I'm not none of that shit. And somebody is trying to do something real slick here. Somebody trying to do use domestic violence or financial abuse to keep you stuck, so that these people, it's a whole bunch of black people here now in this situation that's trying to keep a black woman stuck. Okay, so that they can make sure they're gonna force you. They lost you one time. They lost you in the other cycle. They're gonna force you to have a person. They think you don't like black people, and they're gonna force you to have a baby with a nigga from the underworld or from the background or something like this. It's not happening. I'm only going up from here. And I don't think that that looked like up to me. I'm sorry. I've spent my lifetime around so-called black people too. I don't hate black people. I don't hate white people. All I'm saying is it's about it's the vibe or something like this for me. It's the treatment for me. And somebody want to say, well, come back. How long you gonna be mad at us? So you gonna try to imprison me or capture me or something so I can't go reach higher levels so I can help your black ass from up there. You want to make me stay. I got a bigger task here on this earth, and you want to try to pull me down and make me stay here with you and experience something the way that you want me to experience. Somebody also want to force you to be a single mom or something. They want to crank open your legs and put a baby between your legs and force you to experience some experience which you did not make these choices. God got something else for you to do. And somebody, see, that's why your hardy ass about to be set right down. Somebody is not God. You think you God. Ain't nobody, somebody ain't no God. I don't listen to no man on this earth right now. I listen to what's going on within me. That's where my God is. Now y'all might be able to block out some other kind of communication between me and a higher power or something like this. But and like I said, it makes me very tired to have to go within my own self when everybody else is trying to go in there too. You see, sometimes it's draining for me. Okay, I don't call it lazy at all. I call it drained. Okay. And this is what I'm saying. Both times, I think both cycles, I've been drained. I ain't been as tired as I've been in the past 10, 15, 18 years or something. I just been, and now I'm seeing that this was these cycles here, that these people are siphoning somebody's energy. So I'm just supposed to be, and then you talking shit about it. You could just went on about your business, siphon the energy or whatever, but you want to try to then turn little things that you know is going on with a person because y'all taking their energy and you want to try to turn it into bullets to shoot it at the person. That's where you got caught your ass caught. And that's why I said these people, it's almost like you just gonna, I had something coming to me and you just gonna make sure I didn't get none of it. You knew it was already some so-called kind of black people here on America, and you gonna try to act like it wasn't none here, that they all came on them ships. When people do that, that's the problem. People get too inquisitive and something like this. So you want to let me know. If you want me to let you know what it is or how did this happen or something, it's that right there. You can't fool everybody all the time. I'm not bowing down to a man would be thinking that any man on earth, especially if they not in this house with me right now paying these bills, even if that motherfucker ain't acting all the way right, you still ain't got the right to be in control of me. Because at any given time, if you're not taking care of me or if I'm getting hurt around you or something like this, and another masculine energy is pouring out to me that they want to make sure that I'm protected or something like that, your ass will be left. Because this is my time right now. I'm not. This is like I'm lost. I'm in the garden or something like that. I'm not really. I'm not really. As long as I'm not out there hurting or doing something bad or whatever wicked things to people or something, I don't try it with me because this is like my play. This is like my playground or something right here. This is my playground or something, and you can't start another tour of Adam or whatever this is if you didn't close out the cycle, your so-called silly cycle, with the first version of it. You can't until this group or these two people that you're trying to keep me and this person apart from each other, until we reconcile or we do this or we choose. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all. You can't be a secret component to somebody's life or something for that. There's a reason why God wasn't letting you all the way in it and then think you're gonna dictate what that person is doing because you want to go back to Africa or something. Like, take your ass back to Africa. We ain't doing that shit over here. I'm telling you right now. I don't mess with nothing that I don't know nothing. That sounds like magic to me. If it's not coming in strong to me, I don't care if I sound like I'm 20 years behind or 20 years ahead. Listen, that's me. That's me. I bet you're gonna get something out of it. Somebody saying old news because they don't want the people that have been watching them for 20 years to go back and say, damn, it was like that 20 years ago. Why is it like that now? We wasn't doing this. That's right, this is a lie. Or something like this. That's why you don't want me talking about what's in the past. Even though I wasn't in the past with you. God gave me the information to tell me go back there. And I've never conspired with anybody to do any harm or steal from or try to make something go in my favor or something like this. Unless we talking about going to the grocery store and, um, saying, "Oh, can I get 10% off or whatever? Because this thing got a stain on it, and I know I wanted it or whatever. It's the last one there, and then it got snagged on the shelf when I picked it up, and I say, "Dang, you see this damage? It's only one left back there. I want to get it, but you know what I'm saying? Those kind of like little white lies or manipulation or something like this to get eventually what I want or something like this." Right? Because, but I mean, but it's true. I really want the towels. I really like them. I can cut that little thing off when I get home. But I do want to make a deal about it at the store because it's the last one or whatever. And if I can get 20% off or something like this, I'm gonna try to get 20% off. It's still yours until I'm taking it out the store. Actually, somebody else might pick it up and like, ew, I don't want it because it got that thing on it. So you might well just sell it to me. You might as well just sell it to me because the next person might not want that string hanging off of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what sexual immorality is. You know, going behind the scenes in these cabinet meetings or with these members or whatever, that kind of stuff. Knowing that you like a certain person because they represent Africa more than this person want to separate themselves from that shit. So when we working in these offices, we gonna make sure the other kids get this that's acting more Africanish or something. It's some shit like this that people is doing behind the scenes. This is somebody that'll run you down, run you down. You just trying to be yourself. You trying to, carry yourself a certain way. You're trying to be yourself, and these people will run on your back to run you down till you don't want to put nothing back into yourself, or you just like, let me try just not taking care of myself. Maybe these people will stop paying attention to me. Let me try just not brushing my hair every day if I don't want to. Shit, I'm only in the house, you know. And then somebody say, see, that's what happens. Yeah, we took the masculine energy away, and see, she turns into this. No, I just know you're watching and you annoying me and you getting on my fucking nerves. And your energy is not right to be around my energy. And you're not supposed to be doing this right now. You're invading my space, and I don't have to have you here. You shall not be here. Now, it might be heavy as the crown or the burden or something like this, because some of these people are teaching you a naughty lesson, or they're teaching you a lesson about bad people, or something like this, or what to look out for. But at the end of the day, these people are being disrespectful or something like this. I don't hide my intentions, nothing. I say straight up in my videos what I mean. Sometimes it could get misconstrued, or I'll be like, damn, I didn't mean to say it like that. I should have rephrased it or something. But I'm not high. What I'm saying is, I'm not in my house chanting these people's names and, running around in no circle trying to get nothing to happen or whatever the fuck this is. Where I feel like these people did sexual immoralities. They went to little play groups and stuff like this during COVID. I mean, before COVID and stuff like this, to talk about their plans of what they were going to be doing in the future to try to take down a certain person, so they couldn't stand with everybody else at the end times or at this time right now and be building. I know that. I know you was watching some of us at home doing certain things in the privacy of our own home, and you took those same things out to other people, and you showing these women how to be a Shalonda or build a bitch in the workshop to try to be how I was the first 2 years when you met me at my finest, right? And I'm still doing pretty good, but a there is some sense of a dragging on, but it's like a hovering something. It's like a frozen thing or a frozen spell or a hovering something to freeze up assets or money or something when it comes to a certain household, or to make these people look like scramblers or lackeys or whatever like this. But it's not working, because you already over there in those positions and working on the projects that I'm supposed to be working on right now, some of y'all. So how you gonna talk? And don't say, well, you could get up and do the same thing. Where though? How? Where is it at? Where's the company that you hiding from me? Who do I need to talk to so I can make sure I get my keys and I can get you motherfuckers fired and get you on out of there? See? And that's where we got a problem. That's because I ain't gonna beg you for it. But you gonna be begging, is what I'm hearing. Some of them already begging in their head, wishing that they wouldn't have did this, and that, going back and forth. And I'm not. I know that. I feel still good, even though I don't feel like I have everything, or I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something, or I'm supposed to be somewhere else. But I know something good or good bad is coming for you motherfuckers that try to take these opportunities from me or other people that could be doing greater works than you. You just wanted the position because you could take it. That's sexual immorality or illicit sexual immoralities here, or fornication. Outside of wedlock or outside your marriage, that means a third party. That means another woman in your head or around you, influencing you on what to do. I don't care. And see that with men, they had to get women that was going to teach them how to, rob, steal, kill, or take, or something like this, or a sneaky little tactic. These men was working hard or something like this. Damn, with this person, I always stayed stagnant. But with this person, now I'm doing better. Are you doing better, or did you just steal some from your own child, or did you steal just from your own wife, or did you hide something from your wife? Or do you feel like shit because you had a wife that was treating you good or something, and you could have took her and splurged, and y'all could have had a good time, but you wanted to go with other hoes? This is what we're talking about right here. Even if this was some kind of trafficking, whoever, some of these people right now, they're getting paid. They have a secret account. They're not supposed to really let people know about where this money is going. It's being stored up somewhere or something. But they didn't give you the same respect if they used you for energy trafficking or any other kind of trafficking. You see what I'm saying? Now, it looked like in that reading, somebody dad did. Somebody dad let you, or this could be a spouse dad or something like this. I don't know, but somebody did let you. But is somebody else trying to get this or whatever, or get access or access to these assets or whatever this is? Somebody could have even killed your person, cloned them, and brought it back, and they're just trying to restore all the stuff that the clone is. This could be a bot, and they're trying to restore all the stuff that the real person left behind, the brain transplant or something. And now this person is coming back to life and remembering what they left behind, but they left it for you. They left it for you to get out or get something, but nobody never told you you had to get out. Somebody did something also mentally to reprogram you, so you would just be looking, sitting there looking stupid. I keep seeing the card. We remember we always started. We stop at that blue card, and that man is sitting there, and he's trying to kiss on this girl, but she looked like a statue. And then there's a couple up in the 5D with the purple, and there's a couple. There's a big old head back there that's watching them up in the top of the card, and then there's the other man at the bottom or whatever that's trying to kiss on that girl, and she just looked like a stone figure. It's something like that. And these people just won't be honest that they can't face God, and it might not even be because the light is so bright. It might be in this case that because now God, the God in me, knows what they did to me, or what they did to God, or what they did to other people, and now they just don't want to face you or something like this. But God forbid it been a celebration and you be dead because you thought it would be okay just to run up to these people when they introduce themselves, or if they did show up around you. So these are people that are trying to act like they're atheists and everything else and don't believe in God, but they fear something at the end of the day. Anyways, let me go smoke me one more cigarette real quick, and then I'm so I can go to bed because I'm already tired now. I'll see y'all later. Bye.